We all have a habit of doing something. It could be good, it could be bad. You become habitual of a thing when you constantly do that thing. We all are habitual of something. All people know themselves that their habit is good or that is bad. A habit can raise you up and also can put you in negative. Let me give you an example from a story. There were two friends, David and James. Both were childhood friends. They both are married and have good jobs too, making nearly $50,000 a year. They both used to meet at night after work. Then they exchanged drinks. That was their habit. They go to their work, at night exchange drinks. One day, David doesn't feel right. He observed that he was not able to do his work efficiently in the office. Earlier, he was able to do that work efficiently. He felt something was wrong with him. He was tired. He doesn't have that much energy as he used to have earlier. At night, he discussed that with James. James tells him that he also feels the same and tell him to ignore that. Everything is okay. It could be possible that they might be ill. David observed himself for more days as he tries to understand what is happening with him. After some days, he realized that he used to come late at night and also got an addiction to liquor. That day, David didn't join James. He went home. His wife was very happy because he came home earlier. James was alone. He called David and asked him why he didn't join him. David replied, "Something is wrong with him." James said, "Okay, I will meet you tomorrow." And James went home on his regular late night time. Next morning, David felt different from back days. Not that much different, but a little bit. There was some difference. That day also, David didn't join James. He gives the same reason which he gave before to James. David tried to add new things to his life. He started reading books and also tried to spend more time with his wife. Some days later, David felt that he is a different guy. He can focus on his work and be very efficient towards that. On the other hand, his wife was very happy. One day, David met James. James told David that he got new friends in the club and they have lots of fun together. James invited David to join him. David said to James that this is not good. He tries to explain everything that happens to him and how he is right now. James tried to understand David. He also realized that he is also not that much efficient in his work these days. He thought that yes, he had to stop this. Later that night, James' new friend calls him, asks him where he is. They invited him to join them and also said that they are having too much fun there. James got excited and approached them. He was on his same routine. Whatever David said vanished from his head. He kept on doing those kind of stuffs. He was habitual to those things. Some years later, his wife gave him a divorce. 1 month later, he lost his job. On the other hand, David improved day by day. He got many promotions. Some years later, he established his own business. He got much knowledge from books which he read. He is now habitual of books. He kept getting knowledge from those. His relationship with his wife was very great. They both were happy together. Overall, David was very happy with his life. Hey, now listen. I know this story was so long. You might get its point, but there are many things inside this. Habit is not only a word, it is an addiction. It could be good, it could be bad. It's totally on you, which you have to choose. You know it. You know the results of both of them. One is happy with his life, other is not. Both started with the same, but now ended differently. You know because of what? Just some habits. One increased from good habits and another decreased from bad habits. Remember, the person will increase if he sticks with good habits, and the person will decrease if he sticks with bad habits. We all made up our minds that I have to achieve that thing, but afterwards we got distracted by different things. In this story, what happens? James thinks to change at one point, but he forgot about everything when he heard about fun from his few friends. If he wanted to change, then at least he should try that once, but he didn't. He keeps doing his regular activity. Remember, whatever you want to achieve or whatever you want to be, its first step will be the hardest step you have ever faced in your life. I'm talking about good steps, not bad steps. Bad steps are the easiest in your life. That is why it is easy to follow them or move towards them. That's your choice, where you want to go, the easy way or the hard way. The easy way will result hard life afterwards, and the hard way will result easy life afterwards. That's totally on you. You have to be the motivator of your own. You have to find out your bad stuff on your own. Nobody will come to you to tell you that these are your mistakes or bad habits. Nobody. Fortunately, if someone came, then you will simply ignore them just like James did. He never realized on his own that he is doing something wrong. Something is not good with him. David realized on his own. He wanted to change himself. Come on, you know yourself better than anyone. Do you come here for motivation? But the fact is, these things will be ignored and only affect for some minutes, maybe. Do you know what is real motivation? When your inner soul tells you that you have to change. You have to adopt good habits on your own. You have to start from a hard way. You have to do this anyhow. No matter what will happen, no matter what people would think, let them think whatever they want to think. I have to achieve my dreams. That will be your real motivation.